Hi,
Hello!
I'm John.
I'm Georgie. So in today's video we are talking about whether Asian parents are okay with their kids dating a white person.
정의.
Georgie!
We hear that white girls and white guys are worried about what if their Asian boyfriend, girlfriends, parents don't like them.
In Asian culture, the parents' opinions are extremely important. So that makes a big impact on the relationship.
A long time ago, it was true Asian parents didn't accept like any other people from different countries. Basically, they want their kids to get married to people from the same countries. Georgie and I were worried before we met my parents.
We were really nervous because we thought, what if his parents don't accept me?
My sister were totally fine with Georgie, but I didn't talk to my parents, just I talked to my sister. Oh, I'm dating Georgie. Can you tell them we are dating? And then I was really worried, but actually when you met them in person,
they were so kind. Like, I was really surprised. Like, I didn't think they were going to be mean or anything, but I really didn't expect them to be that kind. They were so welcoming.
I wasn't too worried about my mom, but my dad is pretty old and my dad is really conservative and traditional Korean guy. My expectation was totally wrong.
Yeah, he was actually really bonding with me. Like, he always wanted me to sit beside him and always like making sure I was eating a lot. He was so sweet. We know that many Asian parents would prefer if their kid dates another person from the same country, but they were so much more open-minded than we were expecting.
But these days, things have changed a lot, right? My grandparents' generation is totally different, you know? Like, my grandma is almost 90 and she keeps telling me like, oh, don't meet any girl from Canada, just meet a Korean girl, because we haven't told her I'm dating Georgie. But we are slowly
introducing the idea.
Something like Jung lives in Canada. It's okay even if he meets like Canadian girl. Grandma is like slowly changing her ideas. Grandparents' generation is totally different because I don't think my grandma has ever seen white people in person.
Yeah.
You know, in my grandparents' generation, like back then, Korea was one of the poorest country in the world, right? You guys can think just she lives in the whole different world, right?
Yeah. The way she grew up is just a completely different experience from how you grew up, for example. We have to keep that in mind when we're like thinking about the opinions and the ideas of people in older generations.
Your boyfriend and girlfriend's parents are like in 40, 50, 60, then I think they are pretty open-minded, but over 70, they can be really conservative and traditional, but things have changed a lot. For example, when I worked at a restaurant, I had like old lady friends. I was asking her like, what if your daughter brings a white Canadian guy? And she was like, that's okay. I do like it actually. And then the other old lady, I was asking her again the same question. She said, it's okay. It's 21st century. What's the problem?
Yeah, what's the problem?
And also my Korean best friend, like a long time ago, like you were talking about marriage. His dad was telling him like, just all of a sudden, oh, why don't you just date a white girl or any just foreign girls? It's okay. So even if you want to marry a foreign girl, it's totally okay.
Just out of the blue.
Yeah.
As you can see, there are a lot of parents who are super open-minded. They don't mind at all.
Compared to white parents, still Asian parents are a little bit conservative. Time has changed a lot.
If you're a foreigner dating an Asian person, I think if you are open to learning about their culture, maybe trying to learn some of the language, just basically showing interest and respect for their culture, I think you'll have a much easier time getting their parents to accept you. Because one thing I was really worried about when I met your parents was like, am I going to accidentally say something impolite or do something impolite that I have like no idea about? So I was like trying to practice my manners and stuff before we went to visit his parents. So if they see you putting in that effort, even if you do make some mistake, I think they'll appreciate it more and they'll see how much you care.
We find a lot of like, Asian subscribers, so like just leave a comment. What if your kids bring like white girlfriend, white boyfriend. Leave a comment if you guys are okay with
Yeah.
that
Is
situation.
it okay with you?
I'm totally fine.
Yeah, yeah, obviously. I think most of our subscribers will think it's totally fine. But I'm curious to know too what you guys think.
Even though we are saying Asian parents are open-minded these days, still there are still conservative parents. Times are changing.
And I think as time goes on, people will become more and more.
Yeah, because of media. In Korea, there's so many TV shows that like show the marriage life. Korean guy and then white girl, like, and they're having like babies.
The
like
Superman
something.
Return.
I think my parents like the TV show.
Like as media changes and shows more of those relationships, it will be normalized. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you found the video informative.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.